What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's New Year's Eve in my best Tommy Sotomayor voice. I hope that you all are having a happy Wednesday so far. Yeah, it's good to see you all. Come on in, come on in. So I had to change the description a little bit because I promised y'all that we would start the wilted roses Wednesday. And so we're going to use this time together to review some ratchet videos or things that I consider ratchet. What's up, CDT Beats? Happy New Year's Eve to you too. I hope I made you proud with that little medley that I put together with your beat. The Genius CEO helped me out with the beginning of the intro, and then I kind of like blended that in with your music and my little Canva edits. So I hope that was fun for you all those different ladies dancing. That's how I feel when I listen to that beat, by the way. Yeah, it makes me feel good. I hope it made y'all feel good too. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. What's up, Ty Pro? What's up, Pink? What's up, Pooh Man? We were just having fun in Chelsea's chat. So it's good to see you all again. If you're new to Smell the Roses, please consider subscribing. Definitely like the video. Let's see. All right. So, yes, I wanted to say hi to everyone. What's up, Go Cree Cree? Yes, please hit the like button, please. I know I look a little crazy. I've been binge watching TV, rage cleaning the house. I gotta take out the chicken because we're having hot wings tonight, and then tomorrow we're doing like a crab leg boil. So I got a lot going on. Like I don't have on any jewelry. Like I'm just like focused on the new year. Okay. Like I got my bills that have been non-automated. I got those set up today. I hope that you all are preparing for the new year ahead. Okay. Like use this downtime because I'm off for the next few days. I'm using this time to like kind of separate things that are coming out on my debit card versus my credit card versus my business credit card. So I've gotten a lot of things organized, I have to say, between Friday and today. I feel like I'm at a good point to get started. I'm ahead of the year already. I've already got some content loaded and ready to go. I've got my notes for said content ready to go. So use this time wisely, guys. Like let's try to make 2026 as good as we can make it. We went through a hard year, all of us, whether we were getting laid off or experiencing deaths in our family or going through financial hardship or battling it out with a county over some outlandish accusations. Whatever you're going through, all right? Like you've gone through it. The worst is behind you. We can make plans for our future, so we should do that. Okay. Hey, we did a boil for Christmas. Yes, they wanted to do a boil for Christmas, but they told me way too late. So we rolled it over to New Year's. But Cree, they wanted to do that over here too. But they told me like the weekend before Christmas, and I had already bought the roast and all the things I was going to cook with the roast. So they weren't changing my Christmas menu, but I put it on the schedule for tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. Yes, so that's cool, Cree. But yeah, okay, so thank you all for being here. We're gonna get started. I don't know if you guys have seen that wretched, horrible interview that Natalie Nunn did with Cam Newton. But if you haven't, we're going to go over 2 videos today from Crank Lucas. I don't know if you all know of him, but he is new to me. I appreciated his commentary on these 2 videos, so I thought I'd share them with you. At the end of this video today, at the end of this live stream, I will go ahead and post all of the videos that we review today in the description box so that you all can go back, give these content creators a better view without my commentary, and like and subscribe to their video. I've already liked this video. Let's see, let me share it with you all. Let me add him to the stage and let me turn myself around so that I'm closer to the chat. Hey. And it's like I'm looking at him and they're not looking at me. Okay, so here we go, guys.
Man, take a baddie serious.
Because I pay the bills. Because I'm a boss. So how much more serious does it need to be?
So Cam Newton's question was, why should a man take a baddie serious? And if you don't know, Natalie Nunn is like the ratchet host of the baddies, the Bad Girls Club. And so she refers to the women on the show as baddies.
To get.
You're talking about you.
I'm just saying baddies. Baddies pay the bills. All my baddies get money. Every last one of them are rich. I know what I pay these girls. They make more money than anybody in America on a 9 to 5, on a, you got a good job. My bitches is paid. Okay. So at the end of the day, you said, why should anyone take a baddie serious? Because we pay the fucking bills.
Why should a man?
Because we pay the bills.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What if you're dealing with a man?
It doesn't matter. Well, first of all, I deal with Jacob. And but my baddies, I got a couple of baddies that
I'm not speaking in
so my baddie Anna is dating an MLB player. Okay. They get money. He makes more money than her for sure. She don't give a fuck. They don't care. Yeah. Baddies don't care.
But what I'm referring to is it's not necessarily about money all the time. And I think
no, you said that.
What?
No. You said what is it that makes...
Oh, I'm going to drop the link so that you guys can compliment my Stranger Things t-shirt and tell me what your New Year's resolutions are. Okay? So you all are welcome to come up here and watch with me, give me some commentary. It would be great if you could be on camera. Okay? Yes, Ryan. Yes. She does sound like a pimp. Like, what is wrong with her? What is wrong with her? I just want to know. Let me copy this link for y'all. Okay, here we go. I know it's so stankin'. It's so stankin'. And you would think that like with all the drama going on with Puff Daddy or P. Diddy or Sean Combs or Love or whatever you want to call this man, you would think that she would be wise enough to know that she shouldn't be saying these kinds of things because it can come back to bite her. You know, they could try to trump some RICO charges up on her or what have you. But yeah, here we go.
A male.
No, I will say it again.
Okay, say it again.
Why should a man take a baddie serious?
Yeah, I just told you. When they make more money and they're the boss.
That's cool.
She's the boss. So he makes, what I was trying to refer to is he makes more money, right?
Right.
But she's the boss.
Okay, take money out of it.
No, it was money out of it. He definitely makes more money than her. She's still running that shit.
Okay, but take financials out of it.
Okay, so
what are the qualities that a baddie may bring to the table?
She's definitely more popular than him. I don't even know who the fuck he is. So if he respectfully, I don't watch Major League Baseball, but if he wants to be like with a...
Do you know how hard it is to date a baseball player? Y'all, it is not the regular kind of athlete. These guys play like 150 games a year, probably more than that. I don't know. Like they're playing every other day, through every season. They make hella money, like way more money than basketball players, way more money than football players. They have longer careers. They play more games, and their agents are like super agents. Like it's very, very difficult. Like basketball players, they really don't listen to their agents. They move around their agents. I don't know if Major League Baseball, if that league is more strict on them, but it just seems like they're more disciplined and just like, no, it's not easy to pull a Major League Baseball player. And then they say that, yeah, oh my God, and the contracts are 100%. So maybe it's because of that they're so disciplined. They don't want to mess up that kind of money, because you don't really hear about bad things about baseball players. And when you do, they're usually likely always the ones that end up where the judge sides with them. Because I think it was one guy was dating a girl who was trying to put a SA charge on him, and he ended up getting off. I forget what his name was, but it was a blonde guy, and he was telling his story recently. Maybe that's something we'll cover some other time. But yeah, basically her and her friends, they subpoenaed her text messages or her Snapchat thread, and she was like Snapchatting her friends while she was at his house, and she was saying stuff like, I'm here, guys, what should I steal? So it just showed that she was just acting and moving in bad faith. But those guys are usually like covered, like their agents and their teams, they don't play about them. They get a lot of support.
Young.
But doesn't she sound crazy? Like out of her mind? Like she's a pimp? Like the baddies are better than any woman in the world. Like her baddies make more money than anybody. Like, what is wrong with Natalie?
Successful baddie that is an it girl. That's what she's bringing to the table, because she's definitely, her follower, everything, she's more popping. So I don't know, sometimes like I'm a little bit older. I don't really care about social media and followers and all that. But the younger people do. You know that. So maybe she brings more like to the table, like for social media and like popularity or
but
whatever.
You're not answering my question.
No, you just asked. What?
No, I'm gonna guide you.
I don't know. Don't guide me. Oh my God.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to an answer.
Like, I don't know. Baddies bring a lot to the table.
Can you name something?
Great mothers.
Okay, talk about it.
I put $1 million swimming pool in my backyard because my daughter said she wants to swim.
Okay.
So I put a pool. It cost me $909. It was like $1 million. Okay. I put him. Wait.
This is ridiculous right here. Some of these women have the IQ of a chicken. I swear to God. The man asked a very simple question. Now, it might not always come with the most simplest of answers, but my God, what qualities does a quote unquote baddie possess that a man should take them serious? Because we get money, we're the boss. No. Ladies, once again, for the 80 millionth time, men do not care about your money. Not like y'all think we do. Okay, you care about how much money a man makes, but we don't care in the same regard that y'all care about how much we make. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because we don't have access to your money. We can't spend your money like it's our own. The same way that y'all have access to our money, that our money pays for everything, your money isn't viewed that way from a man. Now, if you're bringing money to the table, cool, it's a bonus. It's definitely a bonus. We have no issue with it. Thank you. Glad I got me a woman that got a little bit of money, but we don't care about that. We're asking what qualities, your femininity, are you a good woman?
Okay, so let me stop. So my chat is telling me that the gentleman who went through that experience with the young lady in that Snapchat where she was asking her friends what she steal from him, this young lady was fooling around with a Major League Baseball player by the name of Trevor Bauer. So you all should look that up. And they're telling me that basically ruined his career. He had to go overseas to play. And Derek is saying the same thing. Yeah, destroyed his career. So do you see what these false allegations do? Even him, his career was ruined. Like, that's so sad. These women are crazy. So messing with women like that when you have that much on the line is just wild and wicked to me. Like, somebody better get to this young man if they haven't already done so. Like, what are you doing? This lady is saying that you're dating one of her P-toots, because that's what they seem to be, the way she's talking about them.
Woman, your character, your personality, your integrity. You understand what I'm saying? She went through all of that, And then even when he was done trying to pull teeth to get a decent answer out, she said, okay, we're good mothers. Okay, let's talk about it. And immediately went to money. Immediately started talking about spending $1 million on a pool. Couldn't even say the actual amount. She said 900, $1 million. And it's just like,
Ty said the same thing.
Dealing with children sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because, and this is what a baddie is. Yeah, terrible representation. Terrible, terrible, terrible representation. And a lot of these women that watch these shows and take these shows serious and take these women serious, it's the same thing. That's exactly how they be thinking. That's exactly how they be acting. No substance whatsoever. It's like the looks is there, but up here is just a hamster on the wheel, swear to God. You know what I'm saying? If you can't explain the qualities, and he wasn't asking her specifically, that's the other thing too. She kept taking the answer as like a personal thing. She couldn't make a generalized statement because the answer is really nothing. There's nothing about y'all that a man should take you serious. Absolutely not. And you know that. I mean, I would have rather you just...
She could have said support. They bring love, support, commitment. You know, what else? Cooperation. Like, I know she's online. I know she sees like what's trending and that accountability is a thing. So I don't know why she would get up here and not be prepared for these kinds of questions, because the video that we're going to watch right after this is going to be a video of her. Basically, she received so much backlash for this idiotic interview that she did with Cam Newton. And I saw y'all were kind of ripping her for her fur coat. It has been kind of cold here in Atlanta, and Cam's studio is downtown Atlanta. I don't know if you know about, there's a girl, a young lady on social media. She's pretty big. Her name is Ming Lee. She has a salon where all of the girls here get their hair done. If you wear like bust downs and stuff like that, they do some really nice work in there. But her salon is right across the street from Cam's studio, and it's not very far from the Mercedes-Benz stadium. So it was cold. I don't think I would have worn it in there because it ain't cold in there. But yeah, I think she's just trying to show that she's like a pimp or something. I don't know. It's weird. What's up, Lipstick Vibes? It's good to have you here. Thank you so much for showing your support. Yes, Go Cree said the same thing. Red Lipstick Vibes, love to you. Thank you so much for coming into the garden.
Been honest up front and said that, at least we could say, okay, baddies keep it real, baddies keep it 100. You don't have no type of qualities that a man actually would take serious, that you don't possess that. That's why you have to get the bag. That's why you have to be a boss. You can't rest in your femininity, because not a real, true masculine man actually wants that. You'll get dudes that'll hook up with you. You'll get dudes that'll take you out and might even take you on nice trips and blow your back out and toss you back to the sea, back to the sewers where you belong. You belong to the sewers. Forget the streets. She belongs to the sewers with Raphael and Donatello and Master Splinter in them. But just watching her glitch out when he asked such a...
CDT, let me tell you, with a real fur coat on, you will not feel the wind. Anywhere where that coat is touching you, you will understand why animals are not cold outside in the wintertime, okay? But G Honda, I don't know if that is real or fake. You got to be up close to tell. It looks plush, but it could be a really good faux. I have a blue fox, and my mom has a black trench coat, mink coat that I'm hoping that she gives to me one day because it is so hard in the paint. But it's like you can tell when you see them up close because it looks like actual hair. Like it looks like a German Shepherd, like some of the hair is thick, but then some of the hair is like sprigs. It comes out. And that's how you can tell, like, oh, like, ooh, that's real, and it sheds too. It sheds like a dog's coat. So if you don't have any of that, or if it's like sticking on you like cotton, then you know, like, oh, that's a faux fur, like, because it, yeah. I think she got a bust down watch on, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I would never bust down a watch the way they do it. They do pay a lot of money to do so, but once you bust down a watch, you don't have it under warranty anymore. So I wouldn't do that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. The ghetto, honey, the ghetto.
Simple question is just like, it's crazy.
Look at her wig, her nails, everything is like showing you that it's possibly not real. And maybe like, maybe that's a judgment. I shouldn't do that. But if I just saw her walking in the door at a restaurant, I would look up and look back down. Like, there's nothing to see here. Cause there are lots of girls that look like her at Lenox Mall. There's nothing stand outish about her. She looks just about like any other baddie. Right. And most of the time baddies are wearing cheaply made clothing.
Like,
and you know what's so sad? Like, y'all were talking about, I have to go back to what y'all were saying about Natalie Nunn's chin. She went out and got all that plastic surgery, and y'all still won't stop talking about this girl chin. So was it even worth it, Natalie? I mean, they won't let it go, girl. They will not let it go. Like, they were saying that you would be stirring your soup with your chin. CDT Beats, I think you said that in the comment section. You are wild, okay? But dang, that is so messed up. And she's had a lot of work done to hide her chin. She's gotten fillers here in this section. She's had her whole like bottom half like pulled up. Like, that's why she looks kind of like chinky around the eyes, because she had whatever, to make it, she's probably had like fat injections put down here and then try to pull it up to mask the pointiness. But now she just looks, I mean, it doesn't look as sharp as it did, but you guys won't let it go. And I feel bad for her that she goes through all of that and you all still don't see the new Natalie. She obviously thinks she's all that in a bag of chips, and it's just not translating to you all.
You haven't even thought about the qualities that you possess that would be important to a man. Right. All you think about is getting the bag, and I'm a baddie, and I'm an it girl, and all this other clout chasing stuff that men don't care about. Y'all do that for other women. Y'all don't even do it for us. Y'all do it for each other because y'all want each other to, you know what I mean, take each other out. And this has nothing to do with us fellas. That's why I don't watch none of these shows, because I see how detrimental it is to our culture and our society. I've been on a couple episodes of Love and Hip Hop, like as a cameo, but I can't subscribe to this lifestyle that they push onto our culture, onto our generation of people, because it's the brain rot that a lot of these women have. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not even a majority. It's kind of a small subset of our women that act and think this way and actually take this stuff serious. But it is really, truly disappointing to see the nature with which these women are praised and they're put on a TV show. Where's a TV show with the successful, beautiful, fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive women that are good wives to their husbands and hang out with each other and have great conversations and great talks? Where is that programming at? I'm not mad that they put the ratchet stuff on TV, but can you balance it out, please? Can you make it a little bit, I don't know, just make it a little bit more even, make it a little bit more fair. Give us some variety.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When you give chicks like this a platform and they get on there and just say this embarrassing stuff, and then she talk about, oh, my homegirl is dating an MLB player, and well, she's got way more followers than him.
Yeah, I don't think but you know what's weird about this dichotomy, right? So when you're watching Cam with Natalie, you can see that he's like annoyed with her, right? Because she's annoying. Ever since we first seen her on TV, she's been annoying, right? But he's looking down on her as if he's not a however many time baby father. Like he might be able to sit there and be more poised and be more reserved and act less ratchet. But when you put them on paper, they're the same for the most part. I mean, he has a more upstanding, commendable career than we could say Natalie has, being that she's been on this, bad girls club tip. This is her only claim to fame versus what he's done on the football field in college and in the NFL. But for the most part, when it comes to love and relationships and being accountable and being like, an upstanding person, Cam isn't. What's the difference between him and Natalie? There's really no difference. There's really no difference. He has the same kind of like ratchet way of thinking, when it comes to his own family, but he's sitting over there looking down on her, and then somebody like a Kendra G that has no family, eggs in the freezer, would look down on the both of them for, having children, some out of wedlock or not, and living this kind of like frivolous lifestyle. But they're all kind of like the same. They don't pair bond well. They're not able to be codependent with anyone in a, like teamwork. Like Cam can do it on a team with other men to play football. And I don't know, you guys, you tell me, was he a really great football player? Yeah, okay, no, I get it. I get what you mean. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, like Derek. So he was on a team and he was able to do that. But outside of that, when it comes to relationships, I'm saying he's just as messy as somebody like a Natalie is what I'm saying. Just as messy as somebody like a Kendra G, you know? But I do understand and I do feel like he's had a more commendable career than her. I mean, nobody would care less about if Baddies ever comes back for another season. I haven't watched it since I was little. I don't know who the hell is watching that now, but maybe it's the young girls. When I was a young girl, I was watching it. Unfortunately, I remember that one girl that was like beating the pot, waking everybody up that one day because somebody stole something from her or something. I liked that girl. I liked her for whatever reason. But okay, all right. So for the most part, we saw her acting crazy. He's going to keep going over what she said, that, baddies bring social media to the relationship. It was a very stupid answer. Let me stop sharing this, right? It was stupid. So she basically embarrassed herself because the answer just wasn't good enough. You don't go on to Cam Newton and say no crap like that and expect not to get dragged the next day in the comment section by everybody that watched the interview and just thinks that you're a fool. So I'm going to share this screen now and pull this down. And then make it bigger. And then here we go.
Be for real. Like, I already knew he was trying to, like, gaslight, manipulate, be a narcissist and ask questions that were just not like questions. Like, I'm not dumb. I'm really, really smart. So I navigated around that interview. And I think people should study this interview. I think girls in Hollywood should study my interview for when people put you in these type of situations, how you can pivot out of them, because this has happened to me multiple times in Hollywood on major platforms, just like Cam Newton, and you're not about to keep playing them. It is what it is. I don't know what it feels like, but hey, I really was trying to ask him, like, how does it really feel? Like, that's what I want to know. What does it feel like so I can understand? Like, what? Yeah, clearly we know now. Someone said he ain't the best, we know. But I wanted to make that clear.
Player One, happy New Year's Eve. Thank you so much for gifting 5 Smell the Roses memberships. That's so cool. Thank you so much. You guys say thank you. Whoever received a membership from Player One, please say thank you. Okay, that means the world to me. Thank you very much for coming over into the Rose Garden and hanging out with us. Oh my goodness, that makes me so happy. Yes, salute to Player One. Salute, salute, salute. Natalie done lost her mind. So now she doesn't only have a face full of injections, but she got her teeth done too. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Derek, so much. Derek also gifted 5 Smell the Roses memberships. If you got and received a membership from Derek, please say thank you to Derek. And Player One is now a new member, which is really cool. Very cool. Thank you so much. That's so awesome. Thank you all. Yes, hugs to everybody. What's up, Rican Princess? Happy New Year. Thank you, Derek. Happy New Year to you. And Player One gifted 5 more memberships. Thank you, Player One. Y'all say thank you. What's up? Is Sandra here? What's up? Hi, everyone. Okay, let me not bore y'all. Let me let this play. But thank you all so much for showing your support today. Like I said, if you got a membership, please say thank you. If you don't know who gave you the membership, let me know. And I will, it's either Derek or Player One. Okay, say thank you to both. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Player One. Thank you so much, Derek. Here we go.
And so I just was being funny, running around in circles with him. And I didn't want to answer his questions because they were underlining, disrespectful, sarcastic, and you're not about to play in my face. So that's why I answered the questions arrogantly. When he said stuff about, oh, so why should a man take a baddie serious? Like, I already knew. So I said the things that I knew a man like him doesn't want to hear when a woman is a boss. When a woman makes her own money and can do what the fuck she wants. And part of that is absolutely true. I do believe that too. But obviously, you guys don't like play. I was playing my role like he was trying to play his, and the roles were being reversed on his ass. Uno, reverse, bitch.
All right, y'all. So when I first saw this clip, I said, she's full of shit. She didn't use the trifecta of words. Everybody, all the modern women's 3 favorite social media buzzwords: gaslight, manipulate, narcissist. It's like that's like the LeBron, Wade, Chris Bosh lineup. Okay, that's the KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce trifecta of words that they love to use when they speaking about something that they don't like or they don't approve of. And then she went on to talk about how he asked her the question about, the same thing that I did a reaction video to yesterday about why should a man take a baddie serious, and she glitched out because she didn't have an answer.
Right.
And I still do believe that. I do believe that that was a genuine response. I don't think she was acting. I think that she really thinks that way from the perspective of being a baddie. I think that she definitely has the business mindset of promoting this brand and pushing it. And for her to actually give a thoughtful answer that is something that's beneficial to a man would not go along with the brand of being a baddie. That would not be on brand for that title and for that moniker. So
listen, whatever you do, right? And in the next video, what I'm saying now is going to make better sense to you. Okay. When you elevate in your career, right? When you go from one position to another or one tax bracket to another, you have to work on a thing called your elevator speech, or some mentors call it your elevator pitch, right? I'm going to be working for a very high level executive coming from, I don't know where he's coming from. He's coming from another ABC organization. But when I meet him next week, I'm not going to have like, hello, my name is Raquel Rose and I'm a mother and I'm a wife and da 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 da. Like, he doesn't fucking care about that. He doesn't care about that. He wants to know, who am I and what am I going to do for him? Okay. So I'm going to say, Mr. Jim so and so, it's lovely to meet you. My name is Raquel Rose, and I'm here to solve all of your policy problems. And right then and there, that lets him know my name and what I'm quickly able to do for him right off the rip. He's going to know when he has a policy problem, he's going to come to Raquel. All right. If he needs to get something to HHS, the White House, or wherever, if it involves something with policy, he knows that he's going to need me to get on it or get around it or get through it. I might add a couple of things to it, but for the most part, that's what I do. If he needs details, I'm able to rattle off my resume without the bullet points. Well, I've done this for 5 years. For 3 years, this is what I did. I had training here, and these are the people I know, right? These are things that, if this is going to be your career, if this is going to be, if Baddies is going to be the brand that you base your salary and your livelihood on, you need to have a better elevator pitch, Natalie, and you need to at least chat GPT what your, mission and vision for the Baddies is, the Bad Girls Club is. It can't just be a bunch of fluff and idiocy, because what you did with Cam Newton, instead of maximizing your brand, you've actually hurt your brand, because not all publicity is good publicity anymore. It used to be back in the day, oh, any publicity is good. No, some of this publicity can really hurt your credibility. So I would implore her to, instead of, not taking accountability for not having better answers for Cam Newton, which is a bigger, or if not as big a platform as a networked, reality TV show, you need to be equal to where you're going, because you just showed low class and low IQ. So that's my take on this, but I'll let Crank Lucas say the rest.
There's some, I think that she purposely answered that question that way, but I also do believe that she really did glitch out. She really had nothing to say. And if you listen to this clip, she's saying that Cam was rude and he was asking certain types of questions and he was trying to be manipulative, so she started to be manipulative back, right? First, I'm like, bullshit. But then I said, no, let me actually go watch the interview, because there was a comment that somebody made online where they basically said, Cam didn't listen to her music, doesn't watch the show Baddies. We know who she is, you're familiar with her, but he doesn't even know this guest that he has on the show. And I thought that was interesting, because I didn't even know she made music. I mean, everybody makes music, but I didn't know she was a rapper. I didn't know, I've never watched Baddies. I only know who she is because of the few times that I see her on social media. Actually, the first time I even seen her, I think it was a picture of her smoking a hookah, and her chin and her side profile just like was so protruded that it went viral or something like that. That's all I really first knew her for. I don't watch reality TV like that. I've been on a few episodes of Love and Hip Hop as a cameo, but outside of that, I don't really pay attention to none of that stuff. So I said, okay.
Look at all that plastic surgery she has. This man has like over 800,000 followers, okay? And he's telling all of his subbies that he only knows her from her protruded chin. I swear to God, this is a waste of money, because everyone just talks about the chin you used to have. I mean, that is just so counterproductive to me. I would be so, oh my God, chin-sational. I cannot. These Sensational. I can't with y'all. Oh my God. Yes. Hey, Mr. Cunningham. Yes, Daniel. Oh my God, y'all are crazy.
Let me go and watch some of this interview. I want to see how he introduced her, which he did kind of run down the resume that he had on paper. And listen, interviewers, when you have a lot of people you got to interview and only so much time to really research the person that you're interviewing, you're not going to always interview somebody that you know their whole resume like the back of your hand, right? Like people go on the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne will say, you know, oh, on this album that you released, on this song, I like that you said this, on this song, I like you said that. I think Charlemagne has somebody that actually goes through that information and feeds him, you know, 2 or 3 lines or something that they can actually ask about versus actually listening to it themselves. Now, if you're interviewing Dave Chappelle about his new stand-up special, okay, yeah, we watched it. I watched it for myself, right? But just a regular person that's not really out there like that you might not even really truly be interested in listening to their music, you're not going to do your full research. And I've had interviews like that. I did an interview one time with this radio station. It was over the phone. It was a radio station in another state. And the guy was asking me the most stock questions and most basic questions. So what's your favorite skit that you've ever done? Like, I don't have a favorite skit. I've done thousands of skits. I can't just compress all of that into one that's my favorite. Oh, okay, all right. So what kind of beats do you like to make? All kinds of beats. Like, what kind of question is that? That's not a, oh, okay, cool. So if you had to choose one song, I'm like, yo, how long?
So listen to what he's saying, because this is important, because this is what B. Simone is going to mess up, right? And then this is the other thing about careers, right? Once someone makes it to a bigger tax bracket than their last tax bracket, you shouldn't talk about the last 2 tax brackets they were in unless they mention it. Usually people that are in the public eye, they want to start from where the public knows them. And if you're interviewing them, then you're going to want to stick to what they're known for and where they want to go in the future. But never do you want to talk about what classes they were in high school, or if they rode the short bus or not. You never want to bring up those kinds of things. You let and allow the person who's getting interviewed to mention those things if it makes sense to the questions you're asking. You might say, is there something that you want your fans to know? And then maybe funny man Marco might say, despite being, you know, in remedial classes, I was still able to, you know, be who I am today. You know, instead, B. Simone led with that interview, which was really of poor taste. But a lot of what B. Simone does is in poor taste. So whatever. But this is what I just said is what Crank Lucas is speaking on. Do your research on the person you're interviewing so that it can be a thoughtful, more eloquent interview. And if you're going into every interview with the same kind of template questions, then you're going to suck in your career, and people aren't going to want to sit down and interview with you, and your company isn't going to want to send you to go and do interviews. Anyway, my dog, he always wants to play catch.
How long have you even been watching my content? Oh, well, you know, I came across you about 2 weeks ago. I said, oh, okay, that explains it. Yeah, you need to do your research. It's fine that you just now discovering me, but now you're trying to use my name for clout, but you haven't even done the research for real. And you're asking the most basic stock questions. I'm bringing up that story to say that I understand how it feels to be in an interview where they're not really invested in you. And from the vibe that I got from watching certain parts of the Cam Newton interview with Natalie Nunn, she's correct. He was not focusing on, you know, he was asking questions and they sounded like they weren't negative, but it was more so like he framed it that way, but it was more so focusing on the drama because that's what he knows of baddies. If you don't watch baddies,
of unfortunately, Mr. Crank Lucas, that's all we really know her for. And if she wanted to be taken more serious, then she should act more serious. Just because Cam is coming off as an asshole in an interview doesn't mean that I need to break frame and act as ignorant as he's acting. So on one hand, I totally understand you. Man on man, I can see that working. But woman on man in these times and these days, you know, where men are holding women more accountable than ever, bad idea. Bad, bad, bad idea. The last thing you want to do is make a big brother or a little brother drag a little sister at home because she wants to watch you on TV. Once you don't become cool anymore at home to a little brother or a big brother or a big cousin or whoever, once you start having the men say stuff like, I don't think you should be watching that. She was on Cam Newton acting a fool. Dad, you shouldn't let Raquel watch that because that lady that she's watching fights everybody. I mean, Natalie, this is the reputation that precedes you. This is what Ali talks about with when he's like, you know, Jazz will erase your past history. Let's start over. And they can never do it because they never understand the bigger picture. There's no way in my 20s I would have branded myself a baddie because I know that in my future, that is not what I want to be known for. And if I did brand myself a baddie in my 20s, and I'd be working doubly hard in my 30s and 40s to combat that, you know, stigma of myself. Yes, I did that in my 20s. I was a baddie. I was out of control, you know, but I had a child. I got married. I grew up. You know, family is important to me now. I look back on my old videos of myself in complete horror and cringe inside because I can't believe I was acting that poorly and ghetto on TV. That is what you do. That's how we know you from your music. When you say stuff like that, and then you say, this is what I'm doing now. I'm working on music, you know, blah, blah, blah. We didn't, none of that. Like, we don't care because all we get is those kinds of ratchet responses when someone's being serious with her.
Eddie's, first of all, I wouldn't want to interview somebody that I don't really watch. Maybe my team is like, no, it would be a good thing for you to interview them. Okay, this interview is not going to go well because I really actually don't have any interest in talking to this person. Even this live right now, I'm not super duper interested in talking about Natalie Nunn specifically, but we have these conversations. We talk about these things, number one, because they are relevant, but then also number two, because maybe there's a lesson somewhere that we could learn with this. Maybe there's some type of something that we could pick out from this to make ourselves better as artists, as entertainers, as content creators, whatever hat it is that you wear. She said that she believes that baddies and women should watch her interview and study it. From the aspect of the way that she did it, I could understand her saying that. She basically Uno reversed the whole situation of Cam trying to interview her a certain way to make her look a certain way, which in the viral clip that I did do a reaction video to, she did look crazy in it. And see, that's the point. Most people are not going to see the entire interview. They're only going to see clips. And the one clip, the main clip that's going viral, you look crazy in it.
Yeah.
It's not a good look for you.
No.
So if you're going to play that game, I get it. But play it in a more productive, more optimal way.
Yeah, it has to be more strategic. If you're going to be a bitch, then you have to be a little bit more strategic and you have to be able to finesse it more, right? Like flipping it back on Cam, you know, not coming off as so bitchy, being a little bit more cool and collected about it, you know, but strategy is going to have to enter the chat because coming to do damage control afterwards is reactionary, and it's not ever good to move in a reactionary way, you know. Like there are plenty of government officials I want to drag right now in Fulton County, but that would be reactionary. Like I have to be I have to be strategic. I have to use certain paperwork, you know, to better rectify the situation instead of making it worse and not helping somebody that might have to deal with the situation after me. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just not a good look, Natalie. There's really nothing you can say. Sorry, we don't know about your music, but you don't do a good job of tearing yourself away from that baddie stereotype. So just no one takes you serious, unfortunately. Unfortunately for you, we don't really take you that serious. But okay, so those were the 2 videos that we reviewed from Mr. Crank Lucas. I'm going to drop the description of those 2 videos in the links to those 2 videos in the description after this live. Thank you so much, SBC Nation. Oh my God, my husband just came home. Oh my God. Okay. What's up, SBC? Happy New Year. They say Happy New Year, Raquel. Keep grinding and putting in the work. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the support. Love you, brothers. And they gifted 5 Smell the Roses memberships. I'm on fire today, y'all. Thank you all so much for showing up for me. I appreciate this. This really makes the end of my year so fantastic. I learned a lot this year, and it's been a great deal of learning from SBC Nation, and I love you all so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so now let's get into this video from B Simone. And I know y'all don't want to hear her voice. I know. I'm not going to keep y'all long because my husband just came home and my son has a haircut at 5:30, but maybe my husband will take him. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll let me have more fun with y'all, but usually he wants to work in the computer room and I'm in the computer room. So we'll see how this works. Maybe you'll see my hubby today, but I promise you it won't be the kind of situation it was with Tyranny and her husband the other day on the live chat. Okay. That was crazy, right? But we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that because I extended an olive branch and I truly mean it. And I'm going to drop the link again just in case Tyranny wants to come up. She tagged me in a post on Tuesday. I don't think she got the message that I want to extend that olive branch to her. But if anybody would like to send her the link and tell her that I am willing to apologize for my part of the beef and move forward in the new year with no troubles, you know, I will gladly do that with you all today. I will bury the hatchet and let bygones be bygones, and we can move through these YouTube streets amicably. Yeah, but in order to soften the blow on B Simone and Funny Man Marco, I decided to review my girl Dee reactions. I was on her panel earlier this month, and I love watching her. I think I'm as addicted to her channel as I am to a lot of you all's, and I see you all in her chat. So I know that you all like her. So let's give this video a review. Here we go.
What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Now, recently I came across this video of B Simone and Funny Marco. Now I know that you know he's like a comedian. I made a little clip of the video. Make sure you guys chime in. And
something is going on. It's like off. Hold on. Let me get this back right.
guys, I also have Winter is Here merchandise, and I also have Who You Want Gotta Want You t-shirts as well. So make sure you go and support. It is the holiday times. Definitely go pick up a shirt or a mug for your mother, your fathers, your sisters, brothers, your husband, wife. Make sure you go.
I was gonna get one of the feminine ones.
I have those shirts available now. What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Now, recently I came up to the channel.
Drama, like you went down.
A success below, comment, like, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this one, so make sure you chime in. I want to hear what you have to say. Also,
Divine,
make sure
Divine, you sound like Fatty. Fatty said the same thing. He was like, nah, y'all got something personal going on. It ain't no burying the hatchet. But, you know, like, I just feel like what happened the other day, it's going too far. Like, what are we going to do? Drive to each other's state and, you know, go at it? You know, somebody going to put together a boxing match for us or something? I mean, what... I just want to stop fighting. I don't like every time we're somewhere, I don't want it to be like a cat fight. And then I'm tired, you guys. I'm tired of fighting. I'm not a fighter. You know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a lover. You know, I want to give her a hug, not a bear hug, like a side church hug. Come on, Ty. Come on. Come on. Nobody gonna touch the roses. No, I don't think that they will, but I don't think it's a good look for us always to be fighting. We don't have to be best friends, but maybe we can just be on the same panel and we'll just ignore each other. But that would be good enough for me. It just doesn't have to be, you know, her calling me a white devil and me talking about her fupa and that she's built like a bag of potatoes. I don't have to do stuff like that. You know, I at least on my end, I can be better, and I'm trying to be better. Fatty was talking about being more professional, and then my mentor was telling me that, you know, I need to watch my mouth. And so I just feel like I need to clean up a lot of things. So this is one of those things I feel like I need to clean up and get right for the new year, y'all. Come on now. Now, if she slaps it away, like, you know, she did provoke me yesterday, but I was like, nope, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna fly high. I'm not gonna get in the gutter with her. But on Monday, y'all, she cussed me out. She cussed me out on Monday on panel with her husband. So it's getting bad. It's getting worse than how it was just me and her on, you know, cart before the horse. Like, it's getting worse. So I'm just trying to like bring it down. I'm really trying to like turn another leaf. And in the beginning, I thought we were going to be able to work together amicably. I don't know what happened on SBC, but it was like anytime I said something, they were like jumping down my throat. How long do you take that before you start like going back at them? But that's not my personality. You know, like I want to get along. I want to make friends. And I want to fix whatever I fuck up. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. I can totally apologize for what I've done. Okay. But yeah. What do you say? I don't know her, but I hear she get into it with everybody. She does. And Cree, I'm like 1 year younger than you, and she's like 6 years younger than me. So if, you know, why am I jumping down there with her? You know, I'm like, I need to, you know, I'm older. I need to be more mature, right? Because it gets ugly. I mean, it gets ugly. I was going to review it, but I don't want to perpetuate more drama. You know, I even said I was going to stop doing the intro where I'm like talking about her fupa, and like, I will let it all go. I will let it all go. We can start the new year right. So, yeah. All right, whatever. Okay, y'all don't care. Y'all like fight. And yeah, I don't want to fight, y'all. I don't want to do this anymore. That's how I feel, Tyranny. Okay? Somebody tell her. Somebody tell her. G Honda, you talk to Tyranny, don't you? That's your best friend. Tell her. I don't want to do this anymore. Tell her. Tell her. Tell her. Tell her. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry.
You are turning on that bell to be notified when I go live or post new content. Let's get into the video. Here we go.
I'm just saying, in your life, you're a successful Black man that beat all the odds. You came from Section 8. You came from pulling mattresses out of the hallway. You came from special classes, not being able to read.
Damn.
I'm so sorry.
Run me down there, huh? Take me through there. I thought we was done with them comments.
So do you hear what he said? He said, you brought me down there. So, you know, he's found a new tax bracket. He doesn't want to talk about the trenches, or at least he doesn't want the trenches to be his introduction, because he's in a new tax bracket and he understands that he has a brand new audience than the people he knew when he was pulling mattresses out of the hallway. He wants to be able to be introduced for the work he's known for now, B. Simone. This is like off the rip, very bad. Very bad. And then to sit there and interview Marco the way that you're so unprofessional, with the blanket on, with your legs open, with your legs stretched out. It's just like, if this was Jay-Z, would you be sitting across from Jay-Z in a blanket like that? Would you talk about pulling pissy mattresses out of the hallway with Jay-Z? Or would you be talking about his latest venture capital project or what have you? It's like, you don't need to step on someone. Like, you don't need to make anybody look lesser than you. And that's what you did straight out the gate, B. Simone. You brought up all of the horror in his life to introduce him today, when we don't know him from any of that. We know him from the things that he does to make us laugh. So lead with that. Let him tell us, if he wants to, that he was pulling pissy mattresses out of the hallway. You feel me?
Trauma, like you went down, you stop and look at me dead in my soul while I'm saying it. Like, you hear me, don't you? Like, you pulling the mattress out. Like, you remember, like, you didn't have to say that one. You could have just said you overcame some things as hearing your stories. Like, you broke down every one of them and looked me right in my eyes and waited for me to say something.
I wasn't done with my statement.
Yeah, I know some more.
Now they joking, low key they joking, right? But I don't know. You know, sometimes I think people say things in a joking way, but they really be coming for you. You know how people have these little sly, comments, and they really be trying to go there low key, but then they kiki and they hi like it's a joke, and when really it's really not. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I in my opinion, I feel like with B. Simone, she looks like that type that will low key shade you, I was just joking, and act like she was joking.
She wasn't joking. She wasn't joking. What's up, Pat? He says, rise up like them Falcons were supposed to do, Mrs. Rose. Don't go there. Don't go there. Please don't start. My husband just came home. We don't want nobody in a bad mood. Okay. Please, yes, like they were supposed to do. Golly, when are we ever going to, Pat? When? When are the Falcons going to? Please tell me. Pissing me off. Thank you for your donation tonight, everybody, or today. Thank you for your donation today.
No, that's just what I get. I could be wrong, but I don't know. That's just what I get. And I know Marco is a funny guy, and he's always doing funny stuff with other celebrities and things of that nature. But I don't know, that low key hee ha ha funny about certain things. It's just I don't know how to feel about that. But anyway, let's continue.
You're still here and you healthy. Yeah.
Thank you, God.
That's good. And you done being what? You done had everything. You've been bald headed. You had long hair.
Jesus.
You've been chubby.
You've been skinny.
My God.
What?
You're right.
What?
Keep going.
I thought I was doing my list too.
I received that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But what I'm trying to say is, you've been beautiful through every stage.
Oh my God.
And no support. That's the most important thing. Still single. I ain't got no man.
Ooh.
I
wish I could hit you.
Yep. You've done every version of yourself.
Every version.
You are the problem. Because these dudes are like big dudes, little girls, bald head women. Like you done been every version.
Ooh.
Rich, you didn't have money, lost it, got it back. Shopped at H&M, Gucci,
Bloomingdale's.
Yeah. You have done everything. So you are the problem.
Cut his mic off.
Baby, listen. There was not a lie detected. No lies detected, baby. No lies detected. Now I know that they joking. It's all fun and games and it's a joke, but I mean he did not lie. Still, it was the truth. And sometimes behind the scenes, sometimes people get pissed off when the truth hit them a certain way, but it is, you know what I'm saying? And this is something we've been talking about as well. And we've seen B. Simone go through these phases that he spoke of. We've been privy to each and every one of them. And I don't know if she realizes it that she is the problem. And I don't know if a lot of these women who are having trouble in the dating market or on the dating scene, if they really realize that they are the problem. And honestly speaking, I really, it's funny because every time you see women who have issues with men or can't get a man, can't keep one, it's usually the self-proclaimed successful boss chicks. It's usually the women who have been successful financially in some way, shape, or form. Have you noticed that the majority of the women who are out here on social media or who are successful women, just about all of them have a problem when it comes to dating and men? Usually the women who are successful with marriages and relationships, they're already married. They've built businesses or they've built things financially with their husbands. They have a family. It's used, if you look at it, there's a pattern. There's a pattern of these particular women who are successful and the ones who like to brag about their success. They are all single. They're all single. If you think about the entrepreneurial boss chick ladies, they are always single. They never could stay in a relationship. And there's a reason behind that. And I don't know if they really see it or, but it's always a pattern with these women. There's a pattern with all of them. But in their minds, they refuse to settle. They're like, oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm not settling. I'm not doing anything because I work too hard. They base their success.
So B. Simone was looking at, funny man Marco, like Cam Newton was looking at Natalie. And then Marco had to go ahead and set her straight. You bald-headed, you broke, you was shopping at H&M, you skinny, you fat. Like, that's exactly what she get.
And how they go about relationships based off of the success that they made financially and not realizing that has nothing to do with a relationship with a man. And that's why they're single, because they look at a relationship and a man based on how successful they are. So if they've worked hard and they've built themselves up and they've made $1 million, oh my God, I can't, oh my God, I would never date a bus driver, or I would never date a man who.
But another reason why, B. Simone, what you did was in poor taste, because you grew up in a 2-parent household as a preacher's kid. So it's like when you come from that kind of privilege, it's like you don't ever want to talk about somebody pulling, pissy mattresses out of a hallway to sleep on. It's just bad. It's just in bad taste, it's bad. Like that
makes less than me, then that's why you single. A relationship with a man shouldn't be based on finances. And I think that is the issue when it comes to women who are successful. See, when men are successful, they're looked at as already, becoming successful, with the idea that I have to take care of somebody. See, men, they understand their role, that as a man, you have to be a provider. They already understand that because that's what they were taught. But nobody ever taught a woman what her role should be in a marriage and a relationship. So when these women become financially successful, they think, oh, that's it. I'm successful. And then when they're out here looking for a man, they're leading with their purses. They're leading with their bags, and they're thinking that what is required of a man and what a man is responsible for as a man and his role and what he's supposed to do as a man. They're taking that same role and that same idea and they're using it as a metric, as a and as a means to how they should be able to qualify for a man, and it doesn't work the same.
It just doesn't. You would think that watching Oprah and Stedman or Whoopi and no one would explain that to them, but they never learn from anyone else because they always assume that they are the special snowflake that will change a man's mind, that will be able to convince a man. But thank you for your donation today, Classy. Happy New Year's Eve to you, sir. He says, remember Claudia Jordan said she couldn't relax and rest to get a man. She and other women were fighting for the world. Otherwise, she used to be an Avenger and Thanos would allow her to relax. When he snapped his finger and people were turning to dust, that's Claudia, Oprah, Gayle King, Kendra G. That's them now. They're like turning to dust. The Thanos snap. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Classy. Yeah, but it takes 40 weeks to have a baby. And when I was talking about Claudia on Monday, it's like, Claudia, what were you doing that was so important that you couldn't sit down and have a baby? I mean, it's 40 weeks. It's 10 months. Like, you can sit down and have a baby and then go right back to working. Like many women do. Many women go back to working. They have their mothers or their grandmothers help them with their babies, or they find a nanny, people that have your kind of money, Claudia. But no, it's like they can't walk and chew gum at the same time. It's the same reason why women aren't trying to find men in college when they're there. Or younger Black women. They tend to just focus on school and put a man secondary, versus Asian women and white women are at their universities and colleges actively taking their classes and trying to find a man. And it's like, why aren't, when I was in college, that's what I was trying to do. I specifically, my husband knows this, but the college that I went there thinking I was going to marry my high school sweetheart. Like, I was like focused on going to school and getting that man to marry me. You know what I mean? And it didn't work out that way because my husband just kind of like interjected. And then it was like I could never get back with my high school sweetheart because I had already fallen head over heels for my husband. But that's what I was trying to do, y'all. I was like, he gonna be my man, my man, my man. Let me go to college to get my man. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm mixed and my mom is white or European, where she just wanted me to know that I need a man. Girl, you need a man. You better go out there and get you a man because you can't be living with me or your daddy forever. And my mother was married at 18. She got married 3 days after she turned 18 and moved to America, not knowing a lick of English or very minimal, like table conversation English. She learned English from like Guiding Light, Dallas, Days of Our Lives. Like, she watched a lot of like novellas to learn English. But she was determined too to get the hell away from her mother and father and start her own family. That's what I was ready to do, y'all. So I don't see why we can't walk and chew gum at the same time. You can study and have a boyfriend. Shoot, you can study and still like stalk him. You can bring your books in the car with you while you go hang out to see who's coming over. Not that I ever did that, but you could do it. You could do it if that's what you're thinking about. But anyway, okay, let me stop telling on myself because now y'all gonna use it against me. But thank you, Classy, for your donation. Thank you, Pat. Pat comes back. He says he roasted a bit as he should have. Yeah, so he roasted that beat as he should have, given how she started. But hit dogs will holler. That karma came back quick too. Exactly. That's what I like about men like that. Like, don't let the disrespect even go on. Like, you should be handling it in the next breath. Like, don't let 5 breaths go by before you address the disrespect. Like, that's what I love about the Untouchable panels, because the guys do not let any kind of like weird comments or disrespect go on without addressing them and having the person explain exactly what they meant when they said it. But yeah, she is totally a hit dog, B. Simone. And then Janesta. Janesta, Happy New Year, Smell the Roses and everyone. Happy New Year to you, Janesta. Oh my God, Janesta. I woke up this morning and I went on a scroll, on my short scroll, and I was watching Go Cree Cree. And she was talking about you. And I don't know, I gotta catch more Muffin lives, because the Muffin crew, y'all are lit over there, okay? Y'all are lit. Y'all come over here and y'all act all goody two shoes, and then I hear the colorful conversations y'all have over with Go Cree Cree, and I'm like blushing at like at like 4:00 in the morning. I'm like, what? What did I miss? But Happy New Year to you, Janesta. It's so good to have you in the Rose Garden. Okay. All right. So, yeah, areola meats. Yes. Thank you. Go Cree Cree. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I just did not expect him to say that about Janesta. You know, like, that was just too much. That was too much. Yeah, I'm looking at everybody, you know, like, oh my God, like, we're all holier than thou, and we are clearly not, okay? Because I'm laughing at it, I'm turning red in the face, you know? Yeah, so y'all stay away from them areola meats, okay? Stay away from them. Y'all stop that. Y'all stop that over there with them areola meats. But okay, all right, let me get back on track. Here we go.
Because that is not the role that most men want when it comes to a woman. You know, I think this is a hard lesson that a lot of these women are finding out. And they're going to realize it that this is just their fate. This is more than likely where they're going to end up, by themselves, with their success and their money, because their mentality and their mindset is not fit for what men are looking for when it comes to wives, and when it comes to companionship, and it comes to having a spouse. Most men are not looking for those types of women. So if you find a man who wants to be with you and want to build with you, you better grab him up, marry him, y'all start your family, and then you can work on that career stuff later.
Right.
Or you can do that later. I'm never saying that you can't have it all, because I'm an example.
Y'all, I used to quit every job I got. Like, my husband, poor thing, like, I'd call him, I'd be mad. I'd be like, this bitch told me I couldn't go to the bathroom today, you know, because I'd be like working at these mall jobs, and I'd be like, can I quit? Can I quit right now? He'd be like, come on. So childish. I was so childish. He had to really iron me out, okay? Because I was acting like the mom from Everybody Hates Chris. I would just act like that. My man got 2 jobs. You know what I mean?
Of it. So I wouldn't dare tell a woman and then it depends on your relationship with the person that you're with. You may have a man who can financially provide for you and his family, and you don't have to worry about working and getting to the bag. But if you have that independent mindset, like, hey, you got to be the boss, you want to be in control, that's going to be a problem. And a lot of these women have led their lives and their careers in that way. I'm not going to depend on a man. I don't need a man right now. So I'm going to work hard and get to the bag and focus on my career. By the time you become successful, now you're 30s, mid 30s, hitting on 40s. You don't have a family. You don't have a man. And now that's taking a back seat to your career. So what do you think was going to happen? So once again, I just think that, a lot of women have been sold a bunch of lies. They've been told that they can have it all, and they went and
no, yeah. Fantasy Island girl, don't love that for me, because it was hell on him. It was hell on him. It really was. Like, it stressed him out bad in the beginning. And then I eventually, like, started taking life more serious. I went and got an associate's degree after I had my son. And then I started working as a paralegal, and I took my jobs much more seriously. Like, I think after I was like quitting every job, the next serious job I took as a paralegal, I kept it for 5 years. So I got better, but yeah, that's how childish I was. I was like doing that from like 25 to probably about 27. Right when the baby fever kicked in for me, it's like the baby fever kicked in, and then I started getting more serious about life, because I'm like, I'm going to be a mom, so I need to have a career, or, I need to have some kind of way to, like, take care of all of us. So I started taking it serious then. But yeah, like, he's laughing at that in the background because it was so stressful for him. It was so stressful.
And they went about it the wrong way, thinking that getting these careers and focusing there was going to, work out. And then when they're ready, that the man is going to be standing there waiting for them. And the man with all the money and all the things that they want is just going to be sitting there waiting for them. And that's just not the case. And so once again,
yeah, I can see that. Fantasy Island girl said, my husband told me to quit, and I did. Now I'm a special ed teacher, and I won't quit, but I have that itch. Yeah, I can see where you want to, but you don't, because you have like a special connection to your work. But good for you. You know what I mean? It's like you can, but you don't, because you see how much it's helpful to them. But it's like you kind of want to fall back on it. I feel you, because I get like that too. I got on that government shutdown, being out of work for 30 days. Like, after 3 weeks, I was like, I don't need to go back to work. We straight. But no, I need to take my ass back to work. Yes. Okay.
And, I don't think that women should go in a corner and just, put their heads down and not live their lives. I think you should live your life and live your life to the fullest. I don't think that, because you've made these mistakes, that your life is over. No, you should still live your life, live the best life that you can. But you got to also understand that that life just may not include a husband and children, that you may have foregone that experience, and that maybe you can have a different experience. Maybe you can have something else. You know what I'm saying? But I would never say that as long as you have breath in your body, there's hope and there's possibility. Is that possibility, likely? Probably not. But is it impossible?
Is it highly probable? No, it isn't.
I don't think so. I've seen people get married in their 50s. I've seen it happen. Now, is that a high percentage? No, it's not. But as long as you are alive, then you keep living. I don't think that your life is over, but I think certain aspects of your life may be out of the picture, especially if you're 45 and you haven't had any kids. That may not be something that would happen. But hey, there are people who adopt children in their later years. There are women who get married and men who get married in their later years and they adopt children, or they just don't have any kids at all. But I mean, you got to realize what's happening. You got to accept it for what it is, and still live your life and be happy. I'm not saying you got to be miserable and depressed, but to me, the thing that's going to make you miserable and depressed is the fact of you not accepting reality and not accepting that certain things you just dropped the ball on, certain things you didn't know.
Yeah, acting like Natalie Nunn, acting like Claudia Jordan, acting like Kendra G, acting like you're a boss B and you don't need a man. That shit is gonna keep you single. It just is. Like, you know, I don't know what you ladies are waiting on. I hear you guys on, you know, Fatty, you know, when we're on doing shows on the Untouchable Network with Fatty and Ali, and you ladies are saying, oh, you know, I can turn it on, I can turn it off. You cannot turn it on and off. You cannot, if you never practice being feminine and friendly, it's not going to magically turn on because you are with the man of your dreams. No, there's going to be a lot of practicing that you need to do in between time. And if you never practice, you're never going to be good at it. So I just, yeah, if you're a young lady and you're watching my channel, do not start, you know, that strong and independent stuff. It's not sexy to men. It will get you left and lonely. Okay, you will be 40 years old alone with no one to bed you, no one to court you. Or you might have people want to bed you, but no one's going to want to take you seriously. You don't want to get to 40 and not have anybody want to take you seriously. You know, once you start creeping past 40, 35 and no man is in sight, then that means you've got some work to do that you haven't been doing. So go get some help. You know, that's my best advice for you. Go get help. Go talk to a therapist. Let the therapist know you want a man and you haven't been able to find one to stick around and stay with you. What do you need to do? What do you need to work on to be a better person? That's where you start. You start with you. Period. Bottom line. You start with yourself. This is what I want and I don't have it. Why don't I have it? It's you. I guarantee you, it's you. Okay, so this is going to be the funny that we listen to and watch because I have to take my son to a haircut appointment because my husband needs the office. I'm so sad. This
is the Roy Wood Jr. radio program.
Okay, so if you don't know, on my channel, we end, and nobody wanted to join, so nobody wanted to tell me their New Year's Eve resolutions, so I'll let that go. Maybe my audience doesn't believe in setting New Year's resolutions, and that's good. That's good with me. And if Tyranny doesn't want to come up and, you know, kumbaya with me, that's cool too. I'll keep the invitation open. So if any of you all should see her, let her know that I say, what's up, okay? But over here on my channel, usually we end with a funny note because I believe that that laughter is the best form of medicine. And as we go into the new year, we need to be lighthearted and happy. Okay. So this is an extremely old video. I had to watch like 4 videos before I settled on this one. This one is from when Roy Wood Jr., I think, was just getting on the radio. It's 16 years old. It's going to show like, I mean, you know, now everybody knows who he is now, right? But back in the day, people only knew him from this little radio show in Alabama. So I'm going to let this skit play. It's super funny. And then I'll go over all of the donations and then we'll wrap up the show. Okay. So I'm thinking at about 5 o'clock, we'll be all done. All right. Here we go.
Good morning. Hello?
Hey, this is Darlene.
Who is this?
This is Elizabeth. I'm calling from the Jefferson County.
Hold on.
How many kids stay with you?
None of your goddamn business. How many stay with you?
Ma'am, I have to ask these questions. We've been getting a lot of complaints about there being too many kids because they say there's about 17 of them.
It could be 117. How many in your mammy house? In your mammy house. And when she died, her mammy house, motherfucker.
Well, ma'am, you have to the end of the day to get them kids out your house. So we're going
after the end of the day, kiss my ass, you driver out of that bitch. You long touch my motherfucker. You don't call my goddamn house as how many goddamn kids in my goddamn motherfucker.
Ma'am,
my ass, motherfucker.
Can you calm down for a second?
Calm your mammy down.
Darlene.
Darlene. Put a hell on that.
Listen, ho, I said calm down.
Tell your mammy to come down. Biting ass bitch. You want some monthly, not the mouth, motherfucker?
I need you to get the kids out the house.
I need you to kiss my ass. I'm finna bend over now.
Ma'am, because you were speaking so...
I just want to know, like, what in the hell? Like, does she have a daycare at her house? Why does she have 17 kids at her house? I'm thinking it might be a daycare.
Vulgar towards me, and I am highly offended. I have to transfer you to my manager.
Don't do a goddamn about you, know what I'm saying?
I'm transferring you right now.
Bring it on, bitch. You funky motherfucker. You know what? You need to lay down and die, motherfucker. That's what you need to goddamn do.
Hey, good morning.
Who is you, motherfucker?
This is Leo Devlin, baby. I'm the supervisor.
Go to hell.
Well, baby, I don't know what the deal is. You got all them kids over in your house and you ain't got no permit.
Fuck you too, motherfucker.
Now, Darlene, I ain't cussed you.
Don't you my goddamn night.
Darlene,
What's out my goddamn mouth?
I ain't cussed you. I ain't said nothing to you.
Fuck you. I bet you bad, Bill. You probably short and got a big ass belly.
Now, bitch, I'm from West End. Now, don't make me pull the West End out. You gonna make me go to the trunk and get the chopper.
Get a chopper. Bitch, I got one of the jack-clapping motherfucking shotgun. Come on, you in the ugly, ragged asshole. Come on, son, bitch, I got a shotgun. I'll blow your bad body ass back out that goddamn door.
I call my shit TD Jakes because it brings you closer to Jesus.
You know what? You need to lay down and die, motherfucker. Y'all don't crack. Y'all better leave that crack alone because you talk about fucking with Dr. D, bitch. I'll put y'all in the mortuary. Put that man back on the goddamn phone.
No,
Darlene.
It's a prank phone call.
I ain't gonna put him on the phone.
It's a prank.
Darlene.
It's a joke.
Darlene, it's the Roy Wood Jr. show in Birmingham. This is me in New York over here messing with you. Your son told us to prank call you.
I'm gonna kill that bastard. Oh my God.
This is the Roy Wood Jr. radio program.
Good morning.
RoyWoodJr.com.
RoyWoodJr.com.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I love these prank calls so much. Like, I wish somebody would prank call me about something. Like, I don't know, but I just find them so funny. Like, why would you cuss somebody out so bad and tell them to lay down and die? Like, that is so bad. She called her own son a bastard. Yeah. Yeah, I like pranks like that, where people can't get hurt. Now, I see there's some pranks I want to show y'all, but I'm afraid we'll get in trouble because they always end up almost kind of like violent. Because it'll be like a man rubbing another lady's arm on an escalator as she's going down the escalator with her husband. And then the husband is like dragging the man over the escalator, like, how dare you touch my wife? Yeah. So if y'all haven't followed me on Discord, please follow me on Discord and send me like funnies. I really, really like funnies. So I'm going to drop, I don't know if, I know Pooh Man dropped it earlier, but let me drop it in the chat for y'all. I put it on my computer now, so I had to turn it off because it gives a lot of notifications. And I didn't want y'all to hear all those notifications pinging in the background as I was doing this with y'all today. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the show so far. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to make sure to put all of the videos that we covered today in the description. We went earlier today because I know a lot of you guys are going to be out partying for the new year. You guys be safe. Please do ride shares, no drinking and driving, even with your friends. Don't let one of your friends tell you that they're okay when they're not. Just call an Uber. Don't sleep in the car. Don't do anything like that. That can get you in trouble too. If you're a lady and you're going out, make sure you wear some pantyhose. I'm sure it's cold. Bring your jacket. It's not cute to be standing in a club line, freezing your butt off, trying to look hot and sexy. Bring your damn coat. You can take the coat off when you get into the club, okay? There's no need to catch a cold or anything like that to go hang out and party tonight, okay? But y'all be safe, and I appreciate all of you all for hanging out with me this afternoon. I want to say thank you to everyone who stopped by and dropped a little money in the donation jar. Thank you, Janesta. Happy New Year. Thank you, Pat. Pat Eat. Yeah, Pat. I'm gonna stick with Pat. Okay. Thank you, Pat. You're a Falcons fan, and I love you. Okay. Thank you, Classy. Happy New Year. Again, thank you, Pat. Thank you, SBC Nation. Happy New Year to you all too. Derek, love you. Thank you so much. Player One, thank you for gifting the memberships and for becoming a member. That was so awesome of you. I really appreciate you. That's like 10 memberships from you. I appreciate that so much. That's a great way to start my new year. And then you also becoming a member is super special to me. Derek also gifted some Smell the Roses memberships. I appreciate that so much, Derek. You are the best. But that's it for me today, guys. I don't know. Is anyone else going live tonight? What is the schedule? Cree, are you going live? I know we just watched Chelsea earlier today. I thought G Honda had a show, but I think he might have rescheduled it. I'm gonna check in to see if you all are going live. Yeah, Cree's next. Okay. As I get dinner prepared, oh, she's going live tomorrow. Okay, cool. So we'll have something to do tomorrow. Good. Okay. CDT Beats is going live. Awesome. Okay. All right. I will be there. I'll drop the link in my community tab. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know that I'm live. The next live show will be Saturday at 3 p.m. And it's going to be Power and Petals, and we're going to go over some government civics kind of stuff, okay? Is your city run by your city council or your mayor? That's what I want to know. So if you guys don't know this question in the city or state that you are in, you need to find out because I'm going to be asking you all in the chat on Saturday. All right. So I will see you all back on Smell the Roses at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much for rocking with me this year. It means the most to me. Okay. Like it kind of brings, like, I want to cry a little bit because you guys have really, like, we're a community. Like, I didn't know I could make a community, but here we are. It's so amazing. And all of you all contribute so much to the content. So I appreciate all of you all so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sponsoring the show before we go, Pat. Oh my God. Sponsoring your show before we go. In the words of Eddie Murphy from Trading Places, Merry New Year. Yeah. That's so awesome. Yes. That's one of my favorite movies. Trading Places, Boomerang, anything Eddie Murphy. I didn't really like The Clumps, but yeah, or Life. That one I like it a little bit, but it's so sad. So I never understand when people say Life is their favorite movie because they literally did Life for no reason. Which is just so hard to get past. Like, I can't laugh because it's so sad, but I love the movie Trading Places. I love it so much. All of the characters, especially when they were having the party, when he first got rich and the lady was like dancing in the living room with no top on. When I was a little girl, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to become an adult and go to parties. Like, my poor father. But thank you so much, Pat. You've put me over the moon today. Your support means so much to me. New things coming in the new year, a better background. My light will be better. My husband promised me to, get to fixing my background. So new stuff to come, all because of you all making it happen for me with these donations. I pour everything back into the podcast. I might have bought a headband or two with the donations. I might have, but don't hold that against me because I have to be on camera with you all. So I do need hair help sometimes, okay? But I promise you that's it. But I love you all so much. Again, thank you, Pat, for being today's sponsor. Very, very awesome of you. And again, you all have a great, happy new year. Okay. I will see you all in these YouTube streets. Be sweet to each other until Saturday. Bye, y'all.